friends, if we were at school, we'd be doing one of my favorite things, learning about insects. It's spring, and one of the things that are starting to come out all over are insects. Insects are a type of bug that have some very special qualities. First, they all have 3 body parts. They have a head, middle section called a thorax, and one more section called an abdomen. Can you do those with me? Head, thorax, abdomen. They also have 2 antennae, which stick up on top of their head, and they have 6 legs. They also might have wings, but not all insects do. So let's go over those special things again that insects have. Head, thorax, abdomen, 2 antennae, and 6 legs. I have this fun book, a friend of mine wrote it. It's called Insects. This is one of those, the important thing about books that we read in class. So when you figure out the important thing that repeats on every page, try to say it with me. The important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. All insects are oviparous. That's a really big word. Can you say oviparous with me? Oviparous. Oviparous means that they are egg-laying. Let's do a little chant because I like to do that. We'll make an egg ready. Oviparous, egg-laying. One more time. Oviparous, egg-laying. All insects are oviparous. They lay eggs. Insects all have a hard covering called an exoskeleton. That's why they feel firm if you touch them. But the important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Can't see my 6 very good. 6 legs. That's our important statement. Here it goes again. The important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Even though there are many types of insects, they all belong to the insect family. The majority of the creatures on Earth are insects. That means there's more insects than birds, people, fish, anything out there. But the important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Here's a bee or wasp. You can see the head, and then here's the thorax section and the abdomen section. The reason we only see 3 legs is because this is the side of it. And there is 1 antenna, and the other antenna would be on the other side. And this is a winged insect. The important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Insects have a pair of antennae on their head. Many insects have wings. Some insects with wings are ladybugs, flies, and bees. But the important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Here's a ladybug. Here's a really good real picture of the wings opening up. And here's a diagram. You can see the head, the body parts. This is the exoskeleton on the top that's opening up that protects the wings. The important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Insects are champion chewers. They keep plants under control. Insects are a food source for many other animals. Insects are needed to keep our planet healthy. But the important thing about insects is that they have a head, thorax, an abdomen, and they have 6 legs. Here is a larva of an insect. The caterpillar will grow up to be a butterfly. And there's a bird using an insect as a food source. I hope you enjoyed learning about insects. Let's go over one more time. The important thing about insects is that they have a head, a thorax, an abdomen, 6 legs, and don't forget this wasn't part of our book, but 2 antennae. Here is your science project I want you to try today. We're gonna do some labeling on a diagram. Let's see if I can get this to work. First thing I want you to do is draw an insect of your choice. We're gonna draw the head, thorax, abdomen. Can you tell what insect I'm making? How many legs? That's right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many antennae? 2. You might notice that I made an ant. I'm going to label. Antenna, head, legs, thorax, abdomen. See if you can have your parents help you label an insect and show me which one you made and send me a picture on our Google Classroom. I hope you enjoyed our insect lesson today, and we'll learn more about different kinds of insects in the weeks to come.